Hey, what's up guys, it is Card Shuffler 99 here, and today I am going to show you guys a pretty cool, simple card trick, so I hope you guys enjoy it. First of all, we are very sorry that we haven't been posting lately. Obviously, it has been tough now that school is coming to an end for us to keep up with posting. Obviously, it is very difficult. So, I hope you guys understand that. We are going to try our best to get back into things. Obviously, we're going to do everything we can to be sure that we can post as much as often, so just stay with us here, at least until school's over. But I did want to make a quick video for you guys today. All our social medias are always down in the description, so you can check that out, as well as a link to free my apps if you guys want to get some gift cards, okay? Alright guys, so we do have some cards here, and basically, if you notice here, each of the cards are actually going red, black, red, black. So they're actually alternating colors every two cards, I guess you could say. So you can see here all the cards are actually alternating colors. Now, for this trick, we are going to be doing a little bit of a matching activity here. We are going to need two cards, and in this case, we're going to use one red and one black card. In this case, the 4 clubs and the 8 of hearts. So what I'm going to do here is basically I'm going to take two cards, okay? And I'm going to ask the spectator to basically tell me which card they think is red or black. And it really depends on the round. So we'll start here which one they think is black. So in this case, let's say this is the top card. In this case, they'd be right. Now, this is a practice round. So we'll go ahead and set that there. And the other card, like I said, should be red. So we'll put that straight to the bottom. So now we're going to do this a little more blind. So I'm going to ask them which card do they think is red. Let's say they say the bottom card. We'll set that there. Other card goes to the bottom. Same thing here. Which card do they think is black? Let's say they say top card. Same thing. Other card goes to the bottom. Now, we're going to do the same thing here. Which card do they think is red? Let's say they say top card. Other card goes to the bottom. One more time. Which card do they think is black? Top card. Okay. Which card do they think is red? Top. Okay. Which card do they think is black? Bottom. Okay. Which card do they think is red? Bottom. Okay. Now, you can see here that all the cards are still in alternating order. Red, black, red, black. Now, let's take a look at how you did. Obviously, we got 4 cards here for the black pile and 4 cards here for the red pile. Now, if you did everything correctly, obviously, we should have 4 of each color in each pile. Now, like I said, it is a 50-50 shot. All the cards were alternating colors. But let's take a look here. In the black pile, you'll actually see that you actually got a perfect 4 black cards. And in the red pile, the same deal. We got 4 red cards. That is the trick, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that little performance. And anyway, let's get straight into the tutorial. Alright guys, so let's get straight into the tutorial of this little card trick. This is a pretty cool color matching card trick, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little performance. So, this is a pretty simple card trick. It's not too hard to accomplish, so why don't we get straight into it. This is definitely a trick that anybody can perform. It's really, really simple, yet the effect is very, very powerful as well. So, you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red cards, and you're going to need 8 black cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black cards. Now, what you're going to do for the setup, okay, once again, you have 9 red cards and 8 black cards, okay? You're going to take the black cards and the red cards, and you're going to make piles of 2, okay? So I'm going to go around here. I'll make these little piles here. So I'm going to basically put 2 black cards together and 2 red cards together, just like so. And you will have 1 extra red card, which you're going to hold off to the side for now. So I'll put that right there. Now, you can obviously do 9 black cards and 8 red cards. Whichever color is the oddball card or the extra card, you're actually going to start with the opposite color. So I'm going to take any of these. It doesn't matter which one. You're going to start with 2 blacks, 2 reds. You're going to go black, red, black, red, black, red. And on the top of the pack, you're going to add the last red card, okay? So basically, this is your setup. You got 2 reds, 2 blacks, 2 reds, 2 blacks, 2 reds, 2 blacks, 2 reds, 2 blacks, and an extra red card. Now, you're going to start off the trick and you want it to seem, now obviously they can't shuffle the pack if you wanted to. You definitely could do some false shuffles to keep, everything, I guess, fair, I guess you could say. So I know one of the popular shuffles is the false riffle. If you don't know how to do that, we will make a tutorial on it. Just let us know if you guys want that. But for now, let's just keep going here with the tutorial. So once again, you have this little extra red card here. What this allows you to do, actually, is when you take every 2 cards, they'll actually alternate colors. So that's the kind of idea behind this trick, is that every 2 cards are actually alternating color. So what you're going to do is you're going to basically, all I do here is I push off 1 card, and I kind of lift up on 2. Okay, so I kind of push off multiple cards, I guess you could say. So I push off 1, push off the second, kind of grab 2, and then I can show it. So here you could say all the cards, and you're basically going to go through all of them. You could say all the cards are actually alternating colors. So they're switching between red, black, red, black, red, black, red, black. And you go through the whole packet. Now, when you get to the very last part with only 3 cards, and you'll know when you get here, obviously you'll know when you have 5 cards and when you have 3 cards, you need to be careful not to spread over and flash. So especially when you have these 2 cards up here, and you're going through and you say, okay, here, set that down. You want to be careful that when you're spreading these cards out, that you don't accidentally show 5 cards, okay? So you need to keep that consistent. And same thing here. You need to be careful when you're spreading off this top card that you don't flash that you have another card there. So if you wanted to, you could actually take this card, you can kind of slide it over like that and show it, because you're actually going to be showing 3 cards as 1. Okay, so basically all I'm doing here is I'm pushing over the top card to the side, and I'm squaring up the bottom 2 to show just like that, and then I set that right on top. Okay, so that is sort of the little move there, so you just kind of have to get used to that, being able to take 3 cards and kind of show it, I guess, as 1. It is a little bit difficult. Obviously, you don't want to flash, so you just make sure you guys know how to do that. Now that you're in the middle of the trick, you do need to take 2 oddball cards, or I guess you could say 2 helper cards. Depends what kind of terminology you guys want to use. So you are going to need the 2 cards on the bottom, but if you notice here, we have a black card, we have a red card, but then we have another red card. And obviously, you do not want to flash that. So you can do a couple things here. One thing I did in the performance was I set down the jack, and as I set down the 8, I'm going to do a wrist kill, just like that, okay? So I avoid them seeing this other red card. Now, obviously, when you're pushing over this card, you want to be careful not to spread and show 2 red cards in a row. Obviously, that's going to ruin the whole trick. So make sure you're cautious not to do that. You can set down the jack, you can set down the 8, but make sure you don't flash that. So all I do is a little bit of a wrist kill. Now, another thing you could do is you could say we'll use the... You fan out, you can say we'll use the 2 bottom cards, and because they are alternating, they should be different colors. So you could say something like that as well. Obviously, it doesn't really matter. So in this case, I just did a wrist kill. Okay? So now you have the jack and the 8, and you're pretty much good to go from here. So all you're going to do here is you're going to start with the first round. Now, let's take a quick look at the order of the cards. You can see here, I have this little setup right here, okay? So basically, I have a black card on top, a red card, and then I kind of have pairs, and then 1 more red card on the bottom. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start with the first 2 cards. Now, because these 2 cards are actually opposite colors, you can show it, but you're going to basically ask them, this is a practice round, which one do they think is black, and it's going to be the top card. So it doesn't matter what they say. Let's just say they get it wrong, then obviously you can just say, oh, you were accidentally wrong on that. It was actually the top card. So you'll take the black card, you'll set it down on top of the black card. So I'm going to start with the blacks here, okay? Now I'm going to take the other card and I'm going to put it off to the bottom, okay? Now we're going to go over to the reds. And make sure you have to start with black, just the way, I guess, the deck's ordered. So now every next 2 cards are both going to be red. So you're going to say, which one do you think is red? No matter what they say, doesn't matter. They're both red. You're going to take the second card, put that to the bottom. Same thing. You got 2 cards here. Which do you think is black? So I'm going back and forth. It doesn't matter what they say. They're both black. Bring the other one to the bottom. Which one they think is red? Doesn't matter. Bring the other one to the bottom. Same thing with the blacks. Doesn't matter. Bring the other one to the bottom. Red. Doesn't matter. Black. Doesn't matter. And then red. Doesn't matter. Now, obviously here, you do need to be somewhat cautious, because you cannot go beyond those cards. Okay, so I have 4 here, and then you're done. If you go past 4 cards each, then you are bound to screw up because the next few cards are alternating. So at this point, you can show all the cards are alternating color. Now, the issue here, I guess you could say, is that these cards, you got a red card on the bottom and a red card on top, and that's sort of an issue. Okay, not really that big of a deal, but it is an issue. So what you can do is, if you want, you can palm off the top card. If you wanted to do that, if you don't know what palming is, it's basically where you palm a card just like that. It doesn't really matter. And then you could show the cards like that if you wanted to, but obviously having another red card on the top doesn't make that much sense, okay? So just be aware of that. Obviously, most people won't catch on that. If you just show all the cards are alternating, they'll be fine with it, and then you can show that they actually got all the cards correct. That is the trick, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. This is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.